Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you could call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you could turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Stack up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. Then I ain't trying to replace you for you. My mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of raps. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.
Yo, we are back. Oh wow, what just dropped?
A battery. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
Of us, damn.
You recharging here at Ball Central.
Absolutely. Here, recharged. This is the show before the big game, the Super Bowl, as we got food on the way.
Get your food ready.
Food will definitely be there at the Super Bowl as well. We're here to talk about the Super Bowl, how both teams got here, and we'll give you some picks of how we think the Super Bowl is going to go down. But first, welcome back to Baller Central, sports perspective from us, myself, John, and others, whether it's NFL, NBA, WWE, and other sports, WNBA, etc., etc. We go live every week. We also are live on all the audio platforms. We usually upload after each pod, so feel free to follow us on there and give us feedback on all the audio platforms. And before we get into everything, John, how are we doing today?
Amazing. Well, realistically, long week and excited for sports. Finally, Super Bowl week. Very excited. The only negative I can say, really, Phil, is I'm sick of these people releasing Super Bowl commercials before the Super Bowl. Okay? I saw some bangers already. I've seen some bangers. All right? And if you see a banger or attempt to see a banger, click off of it. All right? Come Super Bowl time, that's what you want to focus on. That's what you want to be. All right? I mean, I get it. We all need to go to the bathroom once in a while. But I think Kendrick Lamar at halftime is going to be good. And I think there are going to be a couple car commercials that I think people got to sprint to the bathroom towards, because that's the only time I see here, Phil. It's the only time I got that you're not going to waste Super Bowl time. I'm just saying. So
people
I'm excited.
So much money on Super Bowl commercials as well.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Temu spent a bag last year on last year's Super Bowl.
I can't even. Especially, like, why would you release it ahead of time? You know what I mean? Like, you're wasting that spot, but whatever. It is what it is.
Also, I think some companies are releasing like teasers or trailers to commercials for the Super Bowl. I think Doritos and some other stuff.
So, I saw mayonnaise. You see mayonnaise yet?
No. Is Mr. Will Levis a part of that commercial?
No.
Oh wow.
It's a throwback to this rom-com. But I was like, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense. For me, hey, the last week of the season, there did some Super Bowl media / press conferences. Jameis Winston put on a show with his electric personality. Did you see what he asked Saquon?
Yep. I saw a lot. Yeah. Who's that like quarterback for? He said the Giants. He said, what team in New York? The Giants.
So they need a quarterback and a running back.
They do need a quarterback.
And a tight end.
I'm glad Saquon knows, but I wouldn't send Jameis there. As much as I love him. I love you, Jameis. Please come to the Giants if you want, but no, there is no O-line here. No offense.
That is
and if you're on the Giants offensive line, That should mean something. All right.
Gotcha.
Use that as motivation or something. I don't know.
Yep. But before we get into any Super Bowl talk, we also have some NFL news to go over. Myles Garrett over the past week said, "Enough is enough. I'm tired of this bullshit. I want to get traded."
Bye-bye, Cleveland.
Bye-bye, Cleveland. He's had enough. He's done everything he could, individual career-wise, for the city. He's been one of the best defensive players for the last 10 to 12 years. It's time for him to ring chase.
Is he gonna win? Is he gonna? He did he get injured at the end of this year, or is he up for Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, I think he's up for Defensive Player of the Year. I saw him play.
Imagine if he wins Defensive Player of the Year. Does his stock rise even more?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, hey Phil, that's one for the square jar. I love you though. I know. Just mark it down as a tally. We're doing dollars. It's all right. Sorry about it. Vote for chair. Don't worry.
I forgot about that.
But hey, hear me out. I'm happy that it needs to be done low key. After the Deshaun Watson mess, they need to get some first round picks back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just need to rebuild altogether.
But they better get at least one. They need a first out of this. You know what I mean? From Cleveland. That's just my perspective on this, Phil. I'm wondering what to hear your perspective. A lot of people are talking about the Buffalo Bills maybe taking a stab at this. A lot of people are talking about the Philadelphia Eagles taking a stab at this. Although I don't think the Eagles should take a stab at this because I love their interior. Their Georgia interior. Seriously. They're huge. It's huge.
But it does feel like a Eagles thing to do.
It does.
Just add another weapon for the defense. Honestly, there's a lot of people that can use the services. Buffalo, like you said.
Yep.
The Eagles,
Chargers.
Add somebody. The Chargers.
Sure.
But we want to look at this like who can help him win a ring, because I'm pretty that's the goal right now is his career.
That's what he said. He wants to go to the Super Bowl before he goes to Canton. It was never Cleveland to Canton. It was Cleveland to the highest stage, then Canton. So, yeah. I mean, who would you like to see him on? Would you like to see him on Buffalo? I think that's honestly his best bet. I don't mean to be like that. As a Jets fan, it scares me. But
Philly, Baltimore, and Buffalo.
Yeah, Baltimore's just in the division. He'll never go there. You know what I mean?
Hey, we've seen crazier things.
Have we? I mean, I hear you, but I hear you, but that'd be crazy, Phil.
True.
If you call that too, Phil, seriously, I'll Venmo you $10 right on the spot, straight up. If he goes to Baltimore, I would love it, straight up.
Hey, we saw Patrick Queen go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but that was in free agency.
True.
But no, I hear you. I mean, after that Luka trade, and we'll get into that later in the week for Ball Central. But after that Luka trade, I don't know if we can count anything out. You know what I mean?
No one's untouchable.
Bro, first of all, there are people that are untouchable. Let's stop this, Phil. I love you, but let's stop this.
No, there's like 3 players in the NBA that are untouchable.
Yeah, or at least there should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the crazy thing about that situation, the last thing I'll say about Luka, he literally just closed on a house in Dallas.
Yeah, 15 mil.
Gone. Or at least try to sell it to Anthony Davis or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, also me and John will be doing a live NBA trade deadline show like around 1 or 2 p.m. on Thursday, since the trade deadline's at 3 p.m. on Thursday. So, hey, make sure you put notifications on so you know when we go live.
It'll be exciting. I'm excited to see some more moves. I mean, I was not expecting the Luka thing, so I'm very excited for it. But
Fox got moved. Levine got moved.
To get back to the trade deadline, what about the Cowboys? Could they make a splash here? Probably not. I'm just saying. Could they make a splash here? They're America's team, Phil.
Let's just say Jerry Jones and Nico Harrison are competing on who can be the dumbest GM in Dallas.
Okay. I mean, they are, but like, if you trade for Myles Garrett, you're out of that category. You know what I'm saying? You're
true, but are the Cowboys smart enough to do that? I don't know.
No. You're right.
And plus,
who's dumb enough to do it? New Orleans.
What's the status of Micah Parsons?
Oh,
they still have to pay. They paid Dak already. They paid CD. You still got to play Micah.
That was this offseason. But yeah, he's got a whole offseason for that. But no, I hear you. I'm just saying, if you had Micah Parsons with Myles Garrett, that would be scary.
Dangerous.
That'd be really scary. I'm wondering any other ideas. Any other ideas on?
I heard New England might be interested, but I doubt he'll want to go there. Because, he wants to win a championship.
I think New England, I mean, once again, Jets fan, so I'm not positive to say this, but I think right now they're the shining star of the offseason. You got the coach you wanted. You got the highest salary you need. I mean, you got to re-sign a lot of people too, right? I mean, they have like over $150 million to play with. So it's just like, it's exciting to see what they're going to do. They're going to bring in a wide receiver, somebody. They're going to bring in somebody huge,
I hope
either
so.
a rookie or I don't know, a veteran. But it's just I'm excited to see what the Patriots do. I don't think you're there yet on terms of Super Bowl because I'd
I agree. Yeah.
I'd love to say the Giants or the Jets. I mean, I'd love to someone stupid in New York to do something about that. You know what I mean? But he would never go there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else that just stands out to you? I really like Baltimore, but I don't think he'll go there.
Yeah, honestly, because the Chiefs probably won't have enough capital.
Yeah, they won't.
It looks like you got to look at.
You could do the Chargers, but that's
Commanders.
not Commanders also was mentioned. They have a lot of money, and their
defense needs a boost badly.
Really? Okay, cool. So Dan Quinn would love to bring in that type of guy. You know what I mean? But
absolutely,
we'll have to wait and see on that one.
True.
Let's get to that Cooper Kupp news, though.
Yeah. So apparently, I think it was like last night or the night before. News broke out that the Mavericks would be trading away Cooper Kupp, and then he released a statement. I think basically just to summarize it, against my own will, I wanted to end my career in LA, but the Los Angeles Rams have decided to trade me instead. So as of right now, Cooper Kupp is on the trade market. A lot of teams are interested in him. I've seen the Ravens. I've seen the Chargers. Basically, someone who needs another wide receiver. Obviously, he's not the Triple Crown winner like we saw a while ago because obviously injuries has taken his toll. But he can still be a valid 1 or 2 for a viable playoff team.
You think New England can bring him in as a 2? Maybe not the end all be all, but Phil, hear me out for a second. Hear me out before I go crazy. He fits the mold of a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman type of guy.
But I think he wants to go to a championship contender before.
That's a valid point. I hear you. I'm just saying, you guys got a lot of money. You need a wide receiver.
Higgins will be nice.
If you get a discount on him, I'm just saying, Phil, strike the iron when it's hot.
Yeah, because I think some teams, like the Ravens. The Ravens should definitely give him a call.
Yeah.
Give the Ravens a call. The Chargers, him and Ladd McConkey would be dangerous.
Can I tell you something crazy that's never going to happen? The New York Jets trade Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers for Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Imagine.
What I'm saying is, if LA is not equipped to handle Kupp, is Stafford not on the block too?
Yeah. So I think
Jared Goff for nothing. And then you see Jared Goff going to the playoffs this year. It's crazy.
Yeah. Some spots CBS Sports named for Cooper Kupp. The Steelers, the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Broncos, and the Bills.
I think the Steelers or the Ravens are probably my 2 favorite, if we're being honest.
Yeah, the Steelers need
a wide receiver.
If the Steelers do move on from George Pickens, I think Kupp, even though he's battered, it could be a nice 1 for them.
I think they need to add. If they move on from George Pickens, they need to add 2 guys because they don't have a 2. No, and I think Kupp would be a great addition because we saw him barely do anything this season. You know what I mean? Like there were games where we were watching Kupp alone, and just because we love that guy. You know what I mean? We love what he did a few years ago. We're excited, but we're almost shocked to see him put up no stats in some games. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where he blocked or he was a decoy. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. It's crazy that these 2 players are available. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking to make a move this offseason, why not go out and get one of these guys? Especially if you're trying to win a championship. You know what I mean? True. Last year it was running backs, but this year it might be wide receivers that make the biggest defense in free agency or the offseason. So it's just, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really excited, Phil. And I think you're right. I think George Pickens might be on the outs in Pittsburgh. I don't know how long they have. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pittsburgh and the Rams swapped. You know what I mean? Add a couple picks in or add whatever, you know what I mean? And some incentive or monies. I don't know.
True. So, hey, we'll figure out what happens because obviously it's a long Super Bowl week. Obviously, there's going to be a long off season. So hopefully this can get figured out before the year ends. But it'll probably happen after the Super Bowl when everything's more clear. So, hey, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Eagles versus Chiefs. Let's talk about the Eagles, how they got here. I think the previous season they lost against Tampa Bay, I believe, and Baker Mayfield. AJ Brown didn't play, injuries, etc. So what did they do? They load up on defense. They load up on offense, getting former Giant Saquon Barkley. They ran through this year. I think finished with only like 2 losses, maybe 3. So definitely a nice bounce back from, the Eagles have had like one of the best competitive rosters for like the last 3, 4, 5 years. They just fell short.
I don't know about 5. The last 2 years, yes, they've had really good roster. They've drafted very well. Very well.
True. They just fell short due to, maybe you could say Jalen Hurts.
Sure.
You can say coaching.
That's what I would say. But
so, what were your thoughts on the Eagles so far this year, leading up to the Super Bowl trip?
My thoughts on the Eagles this year was distraction, moving past distraction, maturing. When they sat Saquon Barkley, like I said on the show, if they did not reach the Super Bowl, they would get backlash. They've reached the Super Bowl. They are mature. Saquon Barkley was a team player. He didn't, He didn't complain about sitting. He wanted to rest everybody. He wanted everyone to be healthy for the playoffs. And since he's hit the playoffs, he's been electric. He has an offensive line that keeps blocking for him, that wants to run the ball. And I agree with you. I think Howie Roseman has constructed this team to be probably one of the best in the NFL, and it's not even close. Roster-wise. So, I think the only team that kind of matches them in a way is the Chiefs, because they've just held on to as many great players as they had. But, I don't know. I'm, as a Giants fan, it's sad to talk about this. All right, it's sad to see this progression. But the Eagles, I think, have moved past every hurdle that the media is putting their way. All right, either the Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown not getting along type of thing, or the Nick Sirianni should be fired as a head coach, or I don't even know. There's a bunch of stories that came out of Philly, and Philly just did its own thing the whole year. You know what I mean? So good for them, and congrats on making the Super Bowl. I'm rooting against you. All right.
Yeah, it's spot on. They obviously been dealing with disappointment, and shortcomings ever since their last Super Bowl win against New England. But they picked themselves up. Obviously, there was a lot of drama from AJ Brown and others. So Brandon Graham as well, who possibly could be playing in the Super Bowl.
Is he actually on the roster? Brandon Graham playing in the Super Bowl?
He's active.
Oh, is he? Okay, cool. That's what's up.
I think he's been training. So hey, that's definitely a much needed boost if you're the Eagles. So hey,
if Brandon Graham got a sack in the Super Bowl, I might have to bet the other way for the Eagles come second half. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I want to root for them. I'm just saying that would light up their team. You know what I mean?
True. Okay. So let's talk about the other side of the ball. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are currently back-to-back champs. Last year, they beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. They've had some troubles as well this season. Mahomes, not the greatest year from him. Rashee Rice got injured from a bang-bang play with Mahomes. But they did add a lot of weapons. Thanks to the Buffalo Bills, they got Xavier Worthy. So, the Buffalo Bills love helping out the Kansas City Chiefs, apparently, with Mahomes and Worthy. They also added DeAndre Hopkins through the trade deadline. Some might say this team offensively is probably better than the last time they won Super Bowl last year.
Phil, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm almost sick.
And the last time beat the Eagles as well.
Yeah, I'm almost sick because, how do you lose your number one wide receiver and still make it to the damn Super Bowl? How do you do it? It's never been done before, where a team's production on one guy for at least the majority part of the season until he gets injured, right? And then you still make it there. You know what I mean? You still have enough. In fact, like you said, you might have more with these new additions and Hopkins and Hunt because Pacheco got hurt. So, they've risen from the ashes. You know what I mean? And they're really trying to three-peat for the first time ever in NFL history. And I think they're the team to watch just because you don't not watch them. You know what I mean? You don't not pay attention in the biggest game to probably the best team maybe ever constructed over a 5-year period. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So
True.
I don't know. Any other things? Other than Spags and the defense, there's been a lot of, I think the defense realistically was their anchor this year, like last year, right? And I mean, I don't know. I think if the defense can hold in the Super Bowl, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a great game.
So we also are going to break down why each team would win or will win as well, because obviously two teams both vying for the Super Bowl. Why the Chiefs will win. For me, the experience. They've been here before. They're two-time Super Bowl champions. Spags has been electric calling plays on defense. He has shut down tremendous offenses. Everyone from Lamar Jackson, everyone from Josh Allen, etc., etc. So if anyone can stop this electric, help game plan for an electric offenses like the Eagles with Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, and Hurts, it's Spags. So I think if the Chiefs win, it'll be defense.
Or off the arm of Patrick Mahomes, can he get it together for this one game? Like as much as I want to say, oh, he doesn't have it. Like George Karlaftis got to be on Hurts. Chris Jones got to be on Hurts. McDuffie. The Eagles kill man-to-man defense. So it's. I think that's. I don't mean to jump the gun and talk about how I think the Eagles are going to win, but I think Nick Bolton's got to play out of his mind. I think Justin Reed's got to play out of his mind. You know what I mean? Like, this is a insane team. Saquon Barkley, you're going to have to contain the run. Are you going to do what the 85 Patriots did and just contain Saquon Barkley, and hopefully that's how you win the game? You know what I mean? But in that game, everybody else scored but Walter Payton. You know what I mean? So it's just like you got to somehow clog up the other weapons as well, and it's going to be interesting to see if they do that. It's going to be interesting to see if Travis Kelce shows up. He's going to be double teamed a lot. It's going to be interesting to see. Xavier Worthy has really blossomed. You know what I mean? Hollywood Brown has started to come out of the shell. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of players on these Chiefs teams that I think could really do it. Harrison Butker also has to be automatic. All right, if he missed a kick in the Super Bowl, they might lose this game. I'm just being honest with you. I don't mean to be like that, but like. There's no room for wiggle room here. Sorry about it. There's no wiggle room here for the Chiefs. If they want to three-peat, they have to try to be perfect. And I'm excited to see what they do, because I think there's a lot of players that we might not think about that are going to have a huge impact on this game. Like, let's say Joe Tooney, you know what I mean? Or let's say Isaiah Pacheco, who was injured half the year. You know what I mean? Like, I think if he gets electric, maybe he somehow takes over this game. I don't know, but
true.
You want to move on to the Eagles?
Yep. Let's talk about the Eagles side of things. Now, this team did face off. These teams did face off like 2 years ago, I believe, 2023, and this Eagles team definitely looks a lot better than it did 2 years ago. Obviously, you have an upgraded running back with Saquon Barkley, who's in discussion for MVP talks this year. The defense started off was shaky last year, but has definitely found its way with the Georgia boys. Cooper DeJean has been great this year defensively. And, A.J. Brown, Goddard clicking, Devontae Smith clicking. And, hey, Jalen Hurts definitely has, he definitely has a lot on his mind from last Super Bowl, especially with how he threw, et cetera, et cetera. So they definitely have the experience and notes
about him.
Who's like most likely to throw a rare INT, I think?
No. That's not what I was catching on to. They were talking about top 5 quarterbacks or top 4 quarterbacks, and they were like, if you had to pick a guy, it wouldn't be Justin. It wouldn't be Hurts. And like that to me is like, you've seen everybody doubt him, from college to, you know what I mean, when he transferred to Oklahoma, like Alabama to Oklahoma, to with the Eagles being a backup to, I guess, that Super Bowl to now. It's put up or shut up time, and he's in the biggest game ever. You know what I mean?
Again,
so I think he has the options. I think if he could just, I don't know. I think if he can keep his composure, they might win this game. They might just win this game off Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I really like what you said about Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, the Georgia boys. I love them. If they stop the run in this game, the Chiefs might not have a chance, because you need to be two-dimensional in this game. You know what I mean? You can't just pass the ball every down with Patrick Mahomes. We saw it once against Tom Brady, and we saw how Patrick Mahomes can throw every single ball correctly, and it might not be enough. You know what I mean? And it just, I don't know. I think there are a lot of players on this Eagles team that, are scary, like Cooper DeJean or Mitchell. imagine one of these rookies gets a
Quinton
pick.
Mitchell, yeah.
I'm just saying, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited to see what Sweat does. I'm excited to see what Nolan Carter does. I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, the offensive line has been banged up, so I think either team loves the fact that they had a week off, so they're both healthier.
Yeah. They're
You know what I
switching
mean?
out centers versus the Commanders.
Yeah, they had to switch them with Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens. They were both kind of injured, but I mean, those guys are extremely tough, and I think they'll both play in this game. And I don't know. You could go either way in this. I mean, but I think they both have a path.
Also, like for me, for the Eagles, before we move on, the big thing is lean towards your strengths. Do not go outside your playbook, which means, Saquon, do your thing. If Jalen Hurts is throwing 30, 40 times a game, that's probably not the game plan, because we saw that happen during the Super Bowl last time they played. Did not work well. So
yeah,
you brought in Saquon for a reason.
Last Super Bowl, it was the guy who went down to Carolina who has done nothing since.
Miles Sanders, I think.
Yes. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that, Miles Sanders.
Yeah, you have one of the best running backs in the league, one of the best offensive lines in the league. Use that man.
Yeah, but you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
True.
Dobson now. I don't know how Dobson's going to do, but I've always loved guys that haven't showed up in the playoffs and then show up in the Super Bowl. You got Dallas Goedert. Even, you know what I mean? So I think
he's leading the Eagles in like yards of this playoffs.
Yards per reception or whatever.
Yep.
So I mean, get your bets out. But even like their backup tight end, Kala Mardia or whatever, he's an Eagle.
I think
he's like literally
Kari or something.
Yeah, Kari or whatever
like that. Yeah.
He's a Philly guy though. You know what I mean? That is something you look for in the Super Bowl. A Philly guy to score in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be huge. And I mean, shout out Mekhi Becton. As a New York Jet, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone came for you as tackle. You know what I mean? He got moved into guard. He's killing people. I don't mean to be like that, but it's amazing what he's doing, and I'm happy he can turn around his career. As a Jets fan, I'm happy for him. But I'm not gonna be, did you see Pete Davidson, what he said?
No.
Yeah, he dead to me now, Phil. Pete Davidson, not alive anymore. He gone.
What the hell Pete Davidson do?
He won, he burned off all his tattoos. Okay. 2, he said there's no football in New York anymore. He's rooting for the Eagles. He's from Staten Island, Phil. He's from Staten Island. He was a Jets fan. All right. Understandable.
Oh,
When he not doing it. But it's just like you're a bandwagon for that now. And you're dead to me. It is what it is.
That's crazy.
And I'm rooting for Jake Elliott. You know what I mean? I'm hoping
worst comes to worst. He has been one of the 10 worst kickers in the league, percentage wise.
But I hope he doesn't show in this game. You know what I mean? Like it really could come down to him or Butker at the end.
True.
And
very true.
It's we saw with Vinatieri, if you want to make a name for yourself, you show up in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's
true. Shout out Vinatieri.
He's had an off season, but I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna do very well.
Absolutely. So hey, let's give our picks. First up, everyone wants to bet on this, the coin toss.
What are you going?
I'm going tails, never fails.
Okay. I'm going heads. Use your freaking head. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Also, know the overtime rules. All right. Don't do something, and if you don't be a part of the coin toss if you don't know the overtime rules. Okay, that's just my number one personally. Like that is
very true.
Go ahead.
Okay. Next up, who scores the first touchdown? Who you got, John?
Are we going Chiefs and Eagles?
If you want to.
Yeah, I would like to go Chiefs and Eagles personally. Okay. I'm gonna go Hopkins for the Chiefs.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Dallas Goedert for the Eagles.
Gotcha. For the Eagles, I'm going Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
And for the Chiefs, I'm going Xavier Worthy.
Okay, I like that.
I think he balls out.
A little end around.
Yep. They could use him in so many ways since he's so speedy. I think he gets it done. So, next up, the final 2 picks.
Wait, hold on. I also want to know Gatorade from you. Because that's something I always struggle on betting wise. So we didn't add it, but I wanted to ask you personally.
I'm gonna go blue.
I'm going orange. Just putting that out there.
I feel like orange is a very popular one.
It is. I think it's been there in the other years for controversial years. So I mean, blue is a great guess. Blue is a great, especially for the Eagles. But I'll go red because I'll go red instead. I'll go red instead.
Chiefs.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
true. Or It might be green because of Nola,
Could be.
or maybe like yellow or
purple. Could it be a purple Gatorade?
possibly.
Possibly.
I'm gonna stick with blue just to be safe.
I'm gonna go purple. I'm gonna go purple instead because
Gotcha.
it added for both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Now the big question, John, who's your Super Bowl winner? Who ends the season as champion?
The Kansas City Chiefs. Not even a hiccup.
I am agreeing with you until
Wow.
proven otherwise.
Wow.
I mean, they have shown the medal to Pete. I think they have what it takes to 3-peat.
I hope so. Just because the only reason I have to pick the Kansas City Chiefs is because it would hurt me. It would really hurt me
If Saquon won the title.
Bro, if Saquon won a title and didn't win Super Bowl MVP, why are we watching the Super Bowl? I just want to put that out there, Philly. I just want to put that out there. If you're telling me Saquon Barkley's not going to score in this game and he's not going to be a difference maker and he didn't bring you here, you know what I mean? Like, you rubbed it in Giants' faces. Just make him the Super Bowl MVP if you win. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So who is your Super Bowl MVP? I got Mahomes.
If my Super Bowl MVP, I'm gonna give it to Travis Kelce. I think this might be one of his last Super Bowls. No, I don't mean to be like that, but I think if he somehow has a big game, I think it could go to Travis Kelce. I think you're right on Mahomes. I'd love to see Chris Jones, our defensive player, get it, but I don't know. On the Eagles side, I think it's Saquon or bust. I don't know. It's
gonna have to be Saquon
or Hurts. I mean, the quarterback is always like MVP's most valuable quarterback. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. So it's like I don't know. That's just putting it out there, but I would love to see Chris Jones win it personally. True. I'd love to see a great defensive battle.
So hey, will we make a Super Bowl parlay today or maybe before the game?
We'll definitely make it before the game. Okay.
Gotcha. We'll make sure to. I think we'll do like 4 or 5 legs, nothing big.
And then maybe we can make like a little. We'll probably make a little video. I mean, maybe not. I don't know if you're whatever.
No, I'll make yeah.
So like these are picks.
Yep. So I'm thinking we'll do like I pick 2 things I like. John picks 2 things he likes, and then we'll just split money, put it on there. So
Phil, you might be annoyed at me because like I'm gonna pick obvious things. I don't mean to be like we need to hit our bet. All right. Well, that's how I'm looking.
We need to end the NFL season with a bet, with a win,
with a bang. You know what I mean? We'll have a risky one too. Probably. We'll probably think of a lot of things. Me and Phil think outside the box. Love him for it. You know what I mean? And we're of course we're gonna add Elijah or anyone else who would like to somehow get on this. If you have any ideas, we'd love to hear from you. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for this parlay for the Super Bowl. There's nothing like watching a game and rooting for your parlay. I'm sorry. I know that's like ridiculous to say.
It'll be the last time to do it for the NFL season.
I know. But like it's the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Regardless if your parlay hits or not, it's the greatest game of the season. So
true.
It all comes down to this. And I'm excited for the commercials. Kendrick Lamar. By the way, he went off at the Grammys. I just want to put that out there.
5 wins.
That 5 wins and take into the Super Bowl, where he's then going to be the most streamed artist for the next 3 months. Get the hell out of here. What is up with Drake? Has anyone interviewed him lately? Hey, Drake, how you doing? Are you all right? You need some CPR or something? God.
Drake said Drake did say Drake.
Oh, what did he say?
Drake did say in one of his songs, said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone give him a Grammy right now. And what they do, they give him 5.
Damn.
So yeah.
So Drake called it?
Pretty much.
Oh, what is 2025? Look at that. Okay.
So hey, just a reminder, very, very short show today, obviously, because not much to talk about. Just the Super Bowl that's going to be around the corner. Just a reminder, me and John will be live around 1 or 2 p.m. on Thursday for the NBA trade deadline special. Some players have been moved already, but who knows? Some may be moved even more, like Jimmy Butler, like Kevin Durant. So we'll be on live here to see what happens for that. We don't know what time for sure, 1 or 2, but definitely on one of those times since the trade deadline's at 3. We also have our All-Star Co-op charity event as well. Me and John teaming up for charity. So yeah, we have a lot. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you follow our socials, etc., to be in tune with all the news and all the updates. And John, last words before we head out.
My heart goes out to the Dallas Mavericks fans that were taken aback. That had a heart attack. I don't mean to be like that. Yeah, Elijah, honestly, one of our.
Well, he's the former Dallas Mavericks fan now.
Okay, well, I need to hear it. I need an official announcement right now. I mean, did you see the funeral in Dallas?
Yeah.
Somebody brought a casket. Oh my god, I love
Yeah.
those people.
So
I
yeah,
love.
me, Elijah, and Javi will be going live Thursday night, like Shannon Sharp and Shadow Joe Cinco, Nightcap, and I'm pretty sure Elijah will make his announcement there.
Or can I be along for that, or is that?
I mean, you can, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know. You know what I mean? I'm down.
Yeah,
I
you're,
mean, I won't say
yeah.
anything. I'll just sit in the back. But
Oh no, yeah. I thought it'd be too late for you. That's why. But if you want to pull up, you can.
yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. But I don't know. It's no, I just
Because it'll be like at 10, so I don't know.
yeah. I know it's fine. Don't worry about it. I love it.
Okay.
I love a late show.
Bet.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas fans already had to deal with Jerry Jones. Now they have to deal with Nico Harrison.
How do you live there? I mean, and you know what? Prices are rising on rent. You know what I mean? It's just like it's too much for people in Dallas. I don't
A lot of Mavs fans are probably going to be Spurs and Rockets fans now.
Yourself a steak, all right, everybody. Go get yourself a steak. Enjoy it. Just
chicken fried steak, something.
Yeah, just something to maybe some tacos because it's Tuesday. But hey, Phil, what are your last words? My bad, homie.
True. Hey, it's been one hell of an NFL season for us. I think this is our 23rd episode. 24th episode will be the recap of the whole season, etc. We'll probably drop once again a NFL draft special where we me, Elijah, John, and probably Lawrence do a first round mock draft for the NFL draft, because I know John has some ideas of who the Giants should draft. Elijah with the Jets, myself with the Patriots, and Lawrence with the Saints. So a lot of different ideas. So make sure you stay tuned to all the socials. Feel free to check out all.
What do the Saints pick?
I have no clue. Maybe like top 10.
Oh my.
So hey, I know Lawrence has some ideas. So hey, follow the socials to stay tuned with everything. Check out all our audio stuff, since we upload it after every pod. Follow the gaming channel. It's going to be big season coming up. WWE comes out in March. MLB The Show comes out again in March as well. So it's going to be very, very, very busy March, spring for me uploading and content. So make sure you stay tuned to the gaming channel. John is going to be on Fortnite very, very, very soon.
Very soon.
Very, very soon.
Very soon.
And make sure you check out our content on Sunday or Monday. Since, yes, I will be holding on my part of the bet versus John a while ago. I will be wearing.
I want a picture, Loki. I want a picture.
I'll do a picture and a videos.
Want it all. I want it all. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
So it'll most likely be a short / video, but I'll take a picture and post it at the end as well. So yeah, so basically I will be watching the Super Bowl in a Jets hat and a LaDainian Tomlinson Jets jersey. So for the whole game. So I will be holding up my end of the bet. Cool, and it arrived today, so we're all set for that. So make sure you stay
tuned. That's why dude, the UPS guy was giving me lip too. He was like, "You need it by when? Sunday?" I was like, "You can get to New York in a week, like less than a week." He's like, "Well, we could try. I was like, "All right, well."
I'm about to say it should have been that hard to get it to. When did you send it?
Just UPS. I don't know. It was that's why I was like, "What are you talking about?" But it is what
you know when did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it like last Sunday.
Last Sunday?
Yeah, this last Sunday. So it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have taken that. You know what I mean? Like it. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, good thing you did it last Sunday instead of this Sunday.
Facts.
If you would have sent it this Sunday, it would have been here by the third Super Bowl.
I know, and it's wild. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
Oh, I'm not, but hey, it is what it is. So hey, make sure you stay tuned to our socials. That video will be uploaded as well.
Phil looks great in Jets jersey. I'm just putting that out there.
Because the last time I wore a Jets shirt and jersey, it wasn't even mine. It was our friend Kaylee's.
Oh, by the way, I met this old Republican playing pool at Alenwich. And he met Woody Johnson, and then he asked me what I thought of Woody Johnson. And I was like, he's an idiot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, then I put a foot in my mouth because he was like, "Oh, I met him. He's such a nice guy." And I was just like, "Yeah, he's nice."
Most New York sports owners are.
I mean, he's nice, I guess.
He's supposed to be nice for making all those bad decisions.
How many Super Bowls he got? I'm just saying, he'd be real nice if he had more than one.
True. So hey, from myself and John, thank you for tuning in. We will see y'all Thursday for the NBA trade deadline show, and we'll be back later on in that night for basically the NBA Thursday show. There's a lot for that show, actually. Recapping all the trades, Elijah's big announcement. We're definitely going to be talking about the Luka trade, the De'Aaron Fox trade, any more trades that happened. if Jimmy Butler is still going to be Miami Heat or not. So hey,
is he gonna burn a jersey?
who?
Elijah, is he that passionate, or he might burn a jersey? It's just a speculation, just a little.
I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has a Mavs jersey, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But hey, we'll figure it out. Make sure you put on notifications on all our stuff so you know when we upload or when we go live. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Baller Central. Enjoy the outro. Peace.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't wanna question it. Is it real? Is it real? I think that's a definite. I thank God every day, cause yeah, she really heaven sent. See, God don't make mistakes. My baby's really evidence. Kisses on the cheek that I can't get enough of. You keep the smile on my face from sun up to sun up. I take you out on dates and I could buy you roses. See, I know this ain't perfection, but this really the closest. The fussing and the fighting isn't necessary. The Valentine's for us is not only in February. Anything you want, then you can get it out of me. See, I just ask for loyalty, man. Show me that you down for me.